Hi everyone, it's Nikki, and we are just hanging out on my couch this evening. The sun is going down, so the lighting is not so great, but like I said, we're just hanging out to do a little reading, so we don't mind too much about the lighting right now. And this is going to be an energy forecast reading for you. Two things I want to tell you. One thing is that I'm using a sample copy of the Starseeker Oracle deck. And sample copy means it's the wrong finish, like it's kind of shiny, the quality is really wrong, and the edging is wrong. But as I'm recording this, we are live on Kickstarter for 9 more days with this deck, and it's been a magical ride so far. I'm going to put the link to the Kickstarter below so you can check that out. The other magical thing I wanted to share with you is that I'm going to be hosting a tarot retreat in Costa Rica, March 2024, and I would love to have you. So it's open to all levels, to all people. Everyone is welcome, and I'm going to put the link below to that as well, where you can book and learn more. And that is all of the stuff that I wanted to share before we get into the reading. And this reading is going to be a timeless reading. We are tuning into the energy of this moment across time and space for all of us here together as a group and community. What is the energy coming up for us? What are we stepping into right now? Okay, here we go. All right. We have clarity reversed. Yeah, the lighting is kind of dim. Clarity reversed. And sacred workspace. Let's see if we can see that. So, clarity reversed, things are not clear. Things are muddy, right? Things are hard to figure out right now. There might be a little bit of confusion, but what I feel mostly is like when I see sacred workspace, it's almost like to say you really need the right environment in order to bring forward your best stuff, right? And if there's any kind of mess or clutter, physically or symbolically, it needs to be cleared out so that you can see clearly, you can think clearly, and you can bring forward your highest potential, right? Your highest form of creativity. Bring forward your gifts into a clear space. So really sit down with yourself and ask yourself, is there energetically or physically any clutter in your life, things that are taking up too much space unnecessarily, that you could clear out so that you could make more space for what does matter to you right now, right? So that you can think straight and you can, be focused and put action behind some of your brilliance right now, okay? So how can you best move with and flow with this energy in this moment, this sense of muddledness, this lack of clarity, and this encouragement to clear your space of any clutter? What can you do to best work with this energy right now? Okay. Didn't even realize I had reversals in here right now. Okay. We have the Creator reversed. I'm trying to help you to see what's actually going on here because, it's just kind of hard. But this is the Creator upright. Okay, a little better back here. And we have the Mirror. By the way, the Mirror card is going to have these cool iridescent edges in the production copy. Anyway, I feel a lack of confidence here. With the Creator reversed, it's like you're not seeing your own power, or you're not using your power in the right way right now. It's like it's being put into things that don't really matter as much, or at least some things that don't matter as much or don't need your time and energy. So it's a kind of a misuse of power or energy. And it's also a lack of confidence when it comes to believing in yourself. Like believing in your ability to create your reality, to create what you really want. And so the mirror is a gift that is being held up to you right now, maybe through this reading, right? I'm here to show you who you are, that you are the creator, that you can create your reality, that you can bring forward your brilliance and put action behind it and do what you want to do. And to know too that things don't need to be perfect in order for you to get this going and make this happen. But going back to that energy, if you focus on clearing your space of clutter energetically and physically, that is going to give you a good place to start, right? So I'm holding up a mirror to you right now, and I'm telling you that you are powerful, that you are capable, that you have the skills that you need, you have the resources that you need to get started, and that you can do this. You can do what you want to do. And you may not see that in yourself. And that's why I'm here, to give you this message. So next, I'm going to have a sip of tea. Ooh. And then we're going to pull a couple of cards to represent something you can focus on right now. I like to pull this because it's nice to have something that we can feel we have a little more control over, right? Like pick something to put your energy and intention into. So what is the universe encouraging us to focus on right now? Okay. We have protection, the lighting, and we have the anguish card. Okay. I'm feeling a couple of things from this. The number one thing I'm feeling is that you need space and time to process and feel your feelings in your own way. Without feeling like you need to stuff them down, without feeling, maybe some of you are feeling like you always have to put on a happy face, or that you have to fulfill a certain role and that you don't have time for these big feelings to be processed. But I feel like this is part of what's needing to be cleared. This is part of the energetic clutter that is coming up to be released. And if you don't make space for it, it's just going to keep taking up space inside of you, and it's going to continue to add to this lack of clarity that you are having. So there's a need for emotional processing and release, right? The sorrow, the anguish, the suffering, right? To really acknowledge that and honor that and allow it to flow through you. And to be in a protected space, right? A supportive environment that can allow you to do that without judgment or without feeling like, shame or any of those other feelings that sometimes come with processing really big emotions, right? And part of what I'm feeling here too, this is our focus, is that it's just so important for you, like when I go back to that sacred workspace card and clearing your space of clutter. And part of that is external clutter, right? That you're being encouraged to protect yourself from right now, and really being aware of and acknowledging, are you carrying or taking on things or letting certain things fill your space that don't belong to you? And do you need to set some firmer boundaries in some cases so that you don't allow other people's stuff or other situations that, aren't really important to you to take up your precious space, right? So what does setting boundaries look like to you in that way? And can you get really comfortable with the word no in some cases, right? So practice setting boundaries and being aware of when you might be taking on clutter that isn't yours. Next, we are going to take another sip of tea. I love these cute mugs. A little dog and kitty snuggling. But next we're going to look at something that you should not be focusing on right now. So this is something that may come in to distract you, take you off of your true path and away from your focus, right? So what should you not be focusing on? I find this very handy because sometimes we think things come in that need our attention, and really they just kind of pull us away from what we're supposed to be doing. We've got that clarity reversed card again, right? So I feel like getting lost in the mud in a way, because we also have the seed reverse, and I feel like this is missed opportunities and like not having an awareness over what's important and what's not. Like I see this, it's so hard to see, I'm sorry, but there's a seed being held there, and reverse is almost like it's being dumped out, right? And it's like you're dumping out all the good stuff. Like there are these ideas, there are these opportunities, there are these blessings passing through. But with this lack of clarity here, like this feeling of muddledness, you may not always recognize like what's good and what's not good, and you may not even just see some of these things that are coming up through you or passing by you. You may even feel like you just don't have time, right? And so you're missing out on stuff potentially. So it's so important that you recognize what is yours, what is precious to you, what is important to you, what you want to put your time behind, and really just like take time to do that before you dismiss things or let things pass you by. And again, just take it back to like getting clear, clearing your space, starting there so that you have the clear slate that you need and you have like the clear mind that you need to recognize a good thing when it's coming your way, because good things are coming your way, right? So lastly is our lesson. What is our lesson? What is our takeaway? What is this all about? What is this all about? Okay. What is the lesson in all of this? Why is this happening? Okay. Interesting. We have the Falling card, but it came up reversed. So I feel like this is regaining control of some aspect of your life that you've lost control over. You've just let it become overrun with things that aren't important or things that don't belong to you, like probably out of the goodness of your heart in a lot of situations, but it's just like other stuff taking up too much space, and you've in some ways lost control over certain things or certain, your time, your energy. And we also have the Fury card. And so I feel a couple things from this. One is like, I feel like learning how to channel your feelings into protecting your space, standing up for yourself, and not being afraid of your big feelings is what I'm feeling in a way. And I'm also feeling like you have all of this energy, right? But it's not being directed into the right channels in a lot of cases. And so it's not that you don't have the talent. It's not that you don't have the power. Here I am holding up the mirror again. It's just that it's kind of like leaking from you into some different things that aren't deserving of your energy, right? Or don't need your energy, or just shouldn't be your priority. And so it's like you have so much passion and creativity and you have so much life and vitality to give. But it needs to be channeled in the right way in order for you to meet your highest potential. And you have potential. So you have it, you've got it, right? You've got the gifts, you've got the energy, you've got the creativity, you've got the passion, you've got the fury for this. But you've got to collect it. You've got to bring it back to you, and you've got to learn how to channel it and manipulate it in the right ways for good and for you. So we're getting control back in some way, and we're channeling the energy down the channels that you want them to go down, and you are capable of doing that. So that's it, everybody. I hope this reading really helped somebody today, whatever day this may be. I'm sending all of you lots of love and hugs and kisses, and yeah, we love you. See ya.